When we first started doing online learning, I guess just the fact that they thought they could just put work out one time and then it was just basically like get it done by the end of the semester, and then it was just a little bit too much. We need time, space, all that.
I find it a lot harder to be engaged in the classroom setting when I'm online. It's just harder to keep up with the schoolwork and also harder to learn.
The quick transition to online learning in March of 2020 was not an easy one. The everyday routine of waking up for class rapidly came to a halt. Students can now become unnoticeable while professors are teaching class.
If I have an online class at 8 a.m., I roll out of bed at 7:59 and turn my camera on, or leave it off. Whereas, if I had an 8 a.m., I'd wake up, try and take a shower, look presentable.
I'll wake up in the morning, go to the bathroom, freshen up. Then I'll just crawl right back in bed, lay down, turn over, log in on my phone, and then I'll just put the volume up and set it down.
I guess I don't dress as nice, if I might just wear sweatpants or something.
It definitely makes me feel tired. I feel like my eyes eventually can't take it anymore. And then again, I feel like I'm going back to being distracted a lot because it's easy to just open a tab and look at something else really quick.
When I'm in class, I could converse with my classmates easier about different topics, and I feel like the discussion in general is just better in a classroom.
When you're in person, you have to kind of interact with your professor a lot differently. When now it's just like if I don't want to interact, I can kind of just turn my camera off, sit around on my phone, and I can be as lazy as I want.
It's actually made me a lazy learner. I don't put as much, if it's online, I wouldn't put as much effort as I would if it was in person.
Well, me personally, I hate, sitting in the same place, sitting in my room, or, sometimes to go to the library. It's not as fun as, going to different classes, seeing different things.
As colleges work to get students back on campus, while social distancing and wearing masks is required, the experience is not what many individuals thought it would be. The physical element of being in person is now there. However, the obstacles are still coherent.
The work that we're given is just lengthier, and it does suck because I feel like I don't have a break anymore. It's just online work. No one really talks that much anymore. So I definitely feel like it's definitely had a really big impact in schoolwork and just our environment in general.
I would much rather take traditional classes. Like I said, you're so limited. The accountability's not there. I've definitely gotten lazier. My grades have suffered because of it.
Just keeping up with assignments is a lot harder. So a lot of the time the assignments will stack up and they'll be all due, at a certain date, and it kind of comes out of nowhere sometimes just because, with that disconnect with the professor.
I feel like in person, you just get that experience to experience other people. Online, you don't really get that interaction. And I feel like for college purposes, networking wise, it's kind of harder because then people are not showing their faces. You don't know what anybody looks like. And yeah, we just lack that interaction that we need, to be honest.
In spite of the world being connected virtually today, no matter how technologically advanced one is, we still prefer in-person contact with one another. According to InsideHired.com, students are in favor of in-person classes. The relationship between professors and students with in-person contact is still second to none.
I have a much better time staying engaged in person, whether it be less distractions, obviously is huge, than being in my room or in the library, or I feel much more confident, raising my hand in person than turning on my microphone, or I just think it's better for everyone.
I prefer in person because you have that one-on-one with the teacher, and then that classroom feel also helps me get ready to learn.
If they're able to, develop new methods of distance learning and create new ways for lessons and homework and classwork to be more hands-on and engaging and exciting, then yeah, sure. But for the time being, I don't know, I'd much rather do away with distance learning.
The atmosphere is so much better. I feel like, just being in that space with the professor and like classmates is just more efficient. Again, like if you're online, I feel like it's just so much easier to get distracted, do whatever you want. Just you could be in class on your bed. I just feel like it's not really a good workspace.
Overcoming challenges has been a part of learning for students all of their schooling career. Most recently, the biggest impact being a new way of learning. But the slow transition back to what now seems like forever ago is what helps drive students forward. Until then, finding a balance between both in-person and online classes can be the best solution.